Hey, what's up everyone? Pokemon Master Ricky here, aka Foxhunter N313 from Dorks Like Us. I'm finally back. It's been a while. There's been a lot going on, been kind of busy. There hasn't been a whole lot that I wanted to talk about. But now I do have something to talk about. PlayStation Vita. I recently just got this actually like a week ago. I was planning on doing this video sooner, but we had some internet outages, or a internet outage over the weekend, and it kind of put me behind a little bit. But so yeah, I got this last week. I got it at GameStop. This is a refurbished 1001 model. So this is the first one with the OLED screen. I'll light it up in a bit and you can see it. Apologize ahead of time because my camera probably won't focus really well on what's on the screen. It's just weird that way. But yeah, so I got a PlayStation Vita. So you're probably asking, why get a PlayStation Vita for? This thing is dead. Technically, I guess it is. I mean, Sony's not supporting it anymore. Um, though there are still games coming to the system. There's a few still coming out this year. There's a sequel to Project Diva. Um, for those that don't know, I'll kind of get into that in a little bit, or what that game is. And there's some others. It's Japanese stuff. It's kind of getting, some of it's getting localized, some of it not. But yeah, it's still getting some games for it. But I bought it mainly for what's already out and not what's coming out, because we don't know what will be coming out beyond this year, if anything at all. But this is one of those things I've always wanted, but I just never got around to getting, mainly because Sony wasn't supporting it. I just didn't see the thing going anywhere. You only get a handful of releases a year, and at the time, I mean, it's like it's had quite a few games on it for a while, but when it's, like I said, niche Japanese stuff, and at the time I really wasn't interested in that, and so I just kind of passed on it. It's like with the Wii U. I've had the Wii U since like 2013. With the Wii U, all the games that it has, for the most part, it's like the Vita in the sense that it doesn't get a lot of games, but with the Wii U, it's all Nintendo first party stuff, all of it's recognizable, you know what you're getting into. This is more like if you're into experimenting a little bit, you want to try something new out, or something, kind of different. Um, so that's kind of when I waited on it, and now I'm kind of at that point where I want to try some of these games out, so I got a Vita. Now, I didn't actually buy this. I traded in for it at GameStop. I traded my new 3DS in for it. You're thinking, wow, why would you trade a new 3DS in for it? The 3DS has got way more games. This is true. And I didn't trade in the 3DS out of animosity toward the 3DS, because I just suddenly disliked the 3DS or Nintendo or anything like that, because I still have my Wii U. I still love my Wii U, and I won't get rid of my Wii U. And I'll end up getting another 3DS later down the road. So it was not me trying to make some kind of statement about Nintendo or anything like that. It's I just wanted a Vita. It's pretty simple, and I will get I'll get a 3DS later down the road, because they'll still be making 3DSs a year or two down the road. We don't know how much longer the Vita is going to be around, so I kind of wanted to jump on this now, and I got a 1-year warranty on it, and it's in great shape. It's in like mint. It's almost mint. Like there's one little hair scratch that you can't even see. You can't see it unless you hold it to a certain light. That's like right up in here. And if I put a screen protector over it, I'm not even sure you'll be able to see it at all. Which I'll plan on doing later on. Maybe get a skin for it as well. But so yeah, it was great shape. It was $140. Of course, like I said, I didn't pay for it because I traded in my 3DS and my 3DS collection, except for my Pokemon games. I kept the Pokemon games, but I traded in the rest of my collection, and I didn't have to pay anything for the system. And so we'll light it up real quick, and then I'll get to showing you guys my games. I'll go more in depth with the system later on, um, and we'll talk about some of the games and stuff like that, my experiences with them, and what I think about the system overall. But that'll be for a future video. So there it is. I've gotten some custom wallpapers. That's The Devil is a Part-Timer. If you don't know what that is, check out Ryan's review for it. It's an anime. It's really funny. Dragon Ball GT, representing. I love the multiple wallpaper thing with the V. It's really cool. Now I got lucky with this, because when I called to ask if they had PlayStation Vitas in stock at GameStop, I asked if it came with the memory card, because the memory cards are really the most expensive part of owning one of these things. and the guy said no, it doesn't come with one. So I got a 4 GB memory card, and I really originally wanted to get an 8, but I wanted to save a little bit of money, so I got a 4. And I bought that, and I brought it home, opened up the memory card slot, and there was already a 4 gig in there. So I guess I lucked out, they forgot to check it or whatever. So I've got two 4 gig memory cards, so I technically have 8, so that's pretty awesome. I want to get a bigger one later on, maybe they'll eventually come down in price, but I kind of doubt it. But all I really need is a 16 gig. If I can get a 16 gig, that's all I'm ever going to need, because I'm not going to buy anything digitally. I've got Metal Gear Solid 1 on there because I already bought that, a couple of years ago for my PlayStation 3, and maybe I'll get Metal Gear VR missions, but that's not going to take up a whole lot of data. So yeah, so I don't need a whole lot of memory. Now let's get into the games. First up, we have Hatsune Miku Project Diva F2nd. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. I haven't started on this yet. Most of these games I haven't played yet. I've played about half of them, and I'm just trying to work on one at a time and get them beat, because I've got a huge backlog of games between this and my PlayStation 4 that I'm trying to whittle down. But this is one of the games I bought the system for. There's a PlayStation 3 version of it, but it just seemed to me like this would be like a better portable title. But we'll see. I love rhythm games. Next up, we have Persona 4 Golden. This is my most recent pickup. I love anything anime, if you couldn't tell already. And I've heard this is a pretty good series. I've never played any of the games before, so I'm looking forward to trying this one out. I might tackle this one next after I finish up with Metal Gear Solid 3, which I'm currently working on. Next up is Sly Cooper HD Collection. I got this at Walmart for $10 new. Now they're having a clearance, or were having a clearance on what Vita games they had, which wasn't very many, and they were all like $10 a piece. They had Borderlands 2, they had Hot Shots Golf, and there's a couple others. But I think what was that one game? I don't think it was 10. It was that Wolf game, that Telltale Games, man. I can't think of what the name of it is, but I think that was like 20. But anyway, I thought for $10, yeah, I'm going to jump on this. Now with the third game, it's a digital voucher, so you have to download it. And if you're planning on getting this game, if this is something you think you're interested in, if you've got a PlayStation Vita, you want to get this game, or you're going to get a PlayStation Vita, which I don't know how many people that would be, but if you're planning on doing that, get this game now. If you see it anywhere new, and make sure to buy it new, because if you buy it used, you're probably not going to get the voucher for the third game. But buy it now, because the voucher for the third game expires next month. It expires on the 27th. So yeah, you want to jump on that now. I was looking over here at the voucher just to make sure I got that right. Now I'm assuming that's for all of them, but that's, I don't know if it'll focus. It won't focus. I hate my camera. Stupid camera. But yeah, so jump on that now if you're interested. Now it's also on the PlayStation 3, so I mean, if you have a PS3 or something, you can play it on that. But if you're wanting to get it on the Vita, get it now. This is what I'm currently playing on. I already finished Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm almost through Metal Gear Solid 3. I've played these games like a gajillion times. The Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, this is pretty awesome. It works pretty well on the Vita. You get Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, plus the 2 original MSX games. It's really awesome. Nice to have it on a portable. I finished this just yesterday. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. Now there's an HD version of this on home consoles now. I think it's digital only though. I'm not into buying things digitally. Except for like older games, something that's like really, really hard to find. But when it comes to something new, I'd rather just have it physically. And this is a pretty good game. It's not the best Assassin's Creed in the world, but it's not the worst either. It's really good for a portable title. I don't know. I saw the HD version and like a gameplay video on YouTube. It looks really good, but something like that. It's obviously built for a portable title, or built for a portable device, I should say. And lastly, Uncharted Golden Abyss. I finished this a couple days ago. This is really good. This might be my favorite Uncharted game of the bunch. And of course, I have the HD collection. I finished that already. And Uncharted 4 comes out next month. Not much to show here because it's the GameStop, thing. But it's really fun. I really like the gyroscope controls. Of course, being Nintendo gamer, played a lot of Splatoon, so I'm kind of used to that sort of thing, and I think it works really well. But yeah, anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. I just want to kind of give a brief rundown. I don't want to go too long, and I'll do a follow-up video here soon discussing these games in depth after I've played more of them, and talk a little bit more about the system and whether or not I would recommend it. Actually, I could say that now. I do recommend it. Oddly enough, I know it's a kind of a dead system at this point, but it's got enough games on there. I mean, this is not even half of what I want to get for the system. There are more games out there that I can get and that I want to get and plan on getting over the next few months. There's enough there, in my opinion, to still make it worth the purchase because it's been out for 4 or 5 years, 6 or maybe even longer than that. And so it's accumulated a decent little library of games. So I mean, for me, for somebody like me, I only ever buy like 20 games for any given system. And there are easily 20 good games on the system that I can buy. So in my opinion, it's still worth it. It has also got the remote play thing, which is great because I only have one controller for my PlayStation 4. So when I'm playing split screen multiplayer with my friends or brother or whatever, boom, I can use the Vita. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. I'll try to have it up shortly after this one, at least within the week. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe to us if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more content from dorks like us. And also, if you want to add me on the PlayStation Network, I'll put my my PSN ID. I was about to say Nintendo PSN ID in the description below. And any of you guys can add me. I don't have a whole lot of friends on there, but like maybe a little less than 10, I think. But you guys can add me if you want to. And I'll also add my Nintendo ID down there as well, Pokemon Master Ricky, for those who want to add me on the Wii U. But anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Take care and God bless.